Hi everybody, my name is Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we will be playing Titanfall, and today our goal is to go Loco for location. The eventual aim is that we should always know where we are on the map and where our enemies are, where our allies are, and that we don't kind of move out of position too much. And this is the same goal as last time, but it didn't work too well last time, so I just decided to try again, really. And this is the point where I will say, well, I usually say I played 10 games and I'm showing you the last 3. I actually played 11 games. The last game that I was showing you, well, the last game I did play, I've completely forgot to record, so this is just this is the 11th. The third game is the 11th game. I'm tripping all over my words here, so yeah, so I played one extra. I don't think it affected me too much, other than the fact that the game I didn't record was actually a really good game, and the game I replaced it with wasn't so good. That was a bit stupid. I just completely missed the fact that there was a sniper there. I walked right past them and it cost me my life. And now I kind of know there's people around, but I don't know exactly where they are. Missed a zipline there. And at the moment everyone's kind of spread out a bit, so it's kind of really hard to stay with the rest of my team because there's never many of them in one place. I knew that there was a pilot there, so I decided to have a look around for them, and then they just ended up rodeoing me, and I got a kill from it. I'm pretty sure I saw them jump off, and now I'm rodeoing again, but I don't have my electric smoke anymore. Now I've got the electric smoke, but it's slightly too late, and I didn't get a kill from it, so I lost my Titan. I got one kill in my Titan, so that's fairly good, but not particularly. And now I've seen that there's a turret there. I'm going to try and take it over. I think I keep hitting reload instead of hack, and that put me in a really bad position. I've been hanging around there for too long, really, but luckily it didn't hurt my chances too much. And so now I'm just going to take a pot shot at a Titan while it's distracted. And I see it time to start firing at me, so I decided to move out of the way. And I'm pretty sure that was just a random shot. I don't think it was actually aiming at me, especially since it was an auto Titan, but I got in the way of it anyway. So, I must have seen some movement or another over there, and I did get an assist on that, but the reloading killed me. Something I don't do and I should do is I should be switching to my sidearm as soon as I need to reload, but I think that may be something for another day. And I decided to take a random pot shot at that Titan, just because I could basically. I knew it wasn't going to be able to turn around and attack me quickly enough. And now I can just get right up in its face and decimate it, because there's lots of us around, and that is the big benefit to staying around in a group. So now there's a pilot somewhere around. I'm not sure where the pilot is. As I said last time, I find it really hard to spot pilots. I have been doing a lot better. I've been doing a lot better in these 11 games at actually spotting pilots while I'm in the Titan. But it's still not 100%. So I'm actually not doing all that bad. I've got a few kills. I don't have that many deaths, and that's a double kill. I'm pretty sure that was a double kill anyway. Yeah, I seem to be having a fair bit of luck here. Partly luck, partly skill. Probably more luck. But I'm just getting a few really easy kills. And I've noticed that there's someone up there, so I'm just going to take them out. You've gotta love snipers. Powerful people, but they do tend to stand still. And there's still another sniper up there, but this one's being a lot smarter. I can't actually see it. So I'm just going to walk around and get a bit of distance and see if I can get into a position where I can see them. But by this time there's 2 or 3 pilots jumping up there trying to take him out. So I just decide to move on. There's a pilot somewhere around here. I'm not sure where it is, but I know I am getting owned pretty badly at the moment. The ogre's just so strong. I think it hit me with a ton of things, but again, my nuclear eject, sorry, is just phenomenal. It's one reason why I haven't switched it out yet. And yeah, I decided to give that up as a loss, but I do it too slowly. Yeah, that was just a pointless death really. And now I know that that Titan is fairly distracted, so I'm just going to take potshots at it. I missed that one. I did manage to doom it though. And there's a turret there, so I'm going to try and take it out. The cloak, as well as making it very, very difficult for Titans to spot you, the cloak also works on turrets, so if you need to take down a turret, you can either blast it away, which takes a long time, or you can cloak, run up to it, and hack it. If you don't have a cloak, then all you need to do really is just run really fast and dodge its hail of bullets and hope that no one comes back to pick you off, because the control panel that you need to hack is outside of the turret's range. And that was just, I didn't know there was someone up there. I guess I could have been going a bit faster and avoided the hail of bullets, but I didn't. And Titanfall. We are this round is really close, but we are winning by about 20 points. About 30 points. So just one more point, and that's match round. That's the match done. I'm actually really happy about that. There have been some games where it's been really close and then it just ended in an overall loss because someone got a ton of points, like maybe they you've got a pilot and a Titan at the same time. But I'm shooting at the wrong ship there. I thought that was the escape ship. Yeah, it's just really unsatisfying when it's just a really close match and they pull ahead at the last moment. But it's part of the game. You've got to get points constantly, even if you're 100 points ahead, say, it's not impossible to lose the match. I do think the end game has gotten harder. It seems like the escape ship is harder to take down now, so it's probably better to take down the pilots and Titans individually and not focus on the ship. And that was 10 pilot kills, 1 Titan, 10 pilot kills, 1 Titan kill, and 6 deaths. So this is the other match. It dropped me straight into a match that was ongoing, and that threw me off a bit. So the start of the match is just really not as good as I would want it to be. As you've seen, I've already died once just because I ran into fire and wasn't paying enough attention. And here I can see people on the map, but I don't know where any of them are. I don't know the inside of these buildings quite as well as I'd like to. I know the outside of the maps fairly well, but inside those buildings tends to be just a maze of corridors. And I knew there was a pilot there, but I couldn't tell which one it was. The names tend to be a bit slow to pop up above their heads. And I picked the wrong target, basically. And that's kind of bad luck. I saw it and I hesitated for a second. As I said, I'm kind of disorientated by being flung straight into a match. And I just stopped for a few seconds too long, and it didn't end well for me. So now I've seen a pilot up there. I'm going to try and take him down, but I've said this before, my gun really isn't good at close range, so I'm just going to give that up. There's no point hanging around because someone else may come along and kill me. And it's the same guy again. I didn't notice that when I was playing, but same guy just comes along and kills me because I paused for slightly too long. But hey, I'm in my Titan now, so I'm much less killable.
Control transferring to pilot.
Unless, of course, I go head to head with a Titan, but that usually goes fairly well for me, except that people are getting a lot better at rojoing. I've seen a lot of that over the past few weeks, where people will rojo while you're distracted with another Titan, and that's a bit slow reactions on my part. I saw him drop down, I went to chase him, I didn't realise that he was cloaked until slightly too late, so he ran past me and got the kill on me, but I managed to get him with an arc grenade, so kind of even trade. And that's just, I kind of like that kill. I knew there was some down there, so I just waited patiently for them to come into my view. There was someone else down here, I'm not sure where they went, but I'm going to try and find them.
Okay, buddy, it's still a close fight, but we're definitely behind right now.
It's really difficult to get up there unless you use one of the straight edges.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30 seconds.
I don't know why I did that. I saw someone.
Okay, your Titan's prepped for launch.
And yeah, that turret kill, it's something that's fairly common. If you're going through a turret, you're going to be really vulnerable, so it's kind of best to do it when you've got someone else following you to guard your back. and if you don't, just expect someone to come up and take you out when you're not looking. There was two Titans there. I started attacking one and then I got hit by a pilot and a second Titan, but I managed to take out the pilot with the electric smoke and at least one of the Titans with the nuclear eject, which that tends to be my most effective use of a Titan, just to do a huge amount of damage, let it explode, and just take out as much as I can. Which, if I was a bit careful, if I hung back and used cover, then I'm sure I could do a lot more damage with the Titan, but getting rid of one or two Titans at a time isn't a bad thing in my books, even if it means I have to lose my Titan and build one again. I'm not quite sure what to do here. There was a couple of Titans hanging around, and then I saw this guy, so I tried to go and attack him, but I just I wasn't fast enough on the trigger. My Titan's almost ready though, so it doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, it looks like they're going to win this one. They're 50 points ahead.
Transferring control to pilot.
Yeah, they are 50 points ahead. Kind of shame, but you can't win all of them. And in fact, if I was winning all of them, I would say that their matchmaking is broken. I thought that was a pilot. I guess it was either a grunt or the heavy turret, but I'm in a really bad position now. I'm trying to attack a turret and a Titan, as well as having a pilot murdering me. And I'm kind of finding it a bit hard to concentrate. I've got no idea why that is. Okay, so this is the end of the match. I know I'm in a bad position. I knew there was two Titans there. I didn't see the pilot. So 4 pilot kills, 2 Titan kills, and 6 deaths. So I didn't do as well this match as I did last match, which is, you win some, you lose some. I'm not all that bothered, to be honest. I would, of course, prefer to have a positive KD at the end of every single match, but I'm working on that. And this is match number 3, I believe. And now, on this match, I tend to start off by going up through this set of corridors, because there's a lot of places to look out over the side, and there's always a chance of mopping up a kill or getting an assist, because most people are outside. But I'm being very, very cautious, because it seems every time I start off the match this way, I end up dying. And that's not a good way to start off the match, so at the moment I'm going into every scrap of cover I can. I'm keeping an eye on the map, and I'm just doing everything I can to not get killed. I know there's a few people outside, I can't see any of them. Well, I saw that one. I wasn't in a good enough position, and it's a shame that was a grunt. But there was a actual player waiting to kill me as soon as I made my presence known. So it's difficult in attrition. It's a very good idea to kill the grunts because they get you points, and I'm just really struggling with that door, and it killed me. Yeah, it's a really good idea to kill the grunts because it gets you attrition points, and it every point can count sometimes. But at the same time, when you fire and when you attack grunts, it gives away your position, which could be a big disadvantage if there's a pilot hiding. So you've got to be really very careful about when you take on the grunts. I'm kind of disappointed at that. I see someone in there, and so I chuck in a grenade to disorientate them, and then I go in. I almost get them with a jump kick, but I don't know. I guess they finished me off fast, or they had slightly too much health for that to work. But at the moment, there's a lot of there's at least one pilot around who's really difficult to spot. They actually have fairly good control of this map at the moment, even though we're all around here. They've got people working very well together, and I think that's something I need to work on. Is I need to work with the other members on my team, even if I'm not in the group. I need to work with them and just sort of stop going off on my own, and because essentially in this game, if it's 2 against 1, it's not going to end all that well most of the time. So you really, if you team up with someone, even if it's kind of an unofficial thing with unspoken agreement, if you team up with someone, it's going to give you a big advantage. And so if I learn to do that, if I learn to sort of find someone and team up with them and go around with them and start attacking people, then it's probably going to increase my chances of surviving and my chances of getting a kill. So there's always that. I may do that next week actually. What would be better is if I had that's a bad death. I knew that was going to happen. I was just too far forward and I hit the roof as I ejected. So yeah, what would be better, as I was saying, is if I find someone to actually party up with and go around with someone I know who I can talk to over Skype, or more likely Steam chat, and that way it's just really good to have really good communication, so that you can say to someone, "Oh, there's a pilot to your left," or "Watch out," or anything like that. But yeah, this is a fairly good game. I don't die too often, I don't think. That was just unlucky. I didn't see them in time and they had a smart pistol. And I think I jump kicked instead of jumping at one point. And that's a really dumb death. I threw the grenade, but I didn't take into account the animation time. And so by the time it actually landed, well, by the time it actually left my pilot's hand, I'd already turned away to kind of go and get a better position. And so I threw it into a wall in front of me instead of through a doorway. But yeah, there's a few sort of there's a few silly deaths that they have in this round, but it's not too bad overall. I do have a pilot on top of me. I think someone actually managed to get rid of them, but they'll probably be back along in a minute. There's a lot going on. There's just people all over the place. And I knew that was going to happen as well. But when you fight in that kind of area, it's likely that you're not going to eject in time. Which is it's kind of another thing I need to work on. I'm not sure if I'll actually do an episode on it or just kind of try and improve. Oh, I actually got that one. I didn't think I did, but I threw an arc grenade, so that kind of killed it after my death. I didn't think I was going to get away anyway, so throwing an arc grenade probably didn't cause me to die in that situation, but it did secure a kill after I died. And that's just a case of someone else not paying enough attention. If they had seen me, they probably would have tried a lot harder to get away. And I've got no idea what happened there. I think I just ran between the legs of a Titan. Not sure if it was one of ours or one of theirs. I assume if it was one of theirs, then I would have died, because if you get too close to a Titan's feet, you just automatically get stepped on. One thing I've noticed is that you can hear a radio before you see it, before it gives you the notification. So you can hear someone clambering up on top of you, and if you're careful, then you can work out whether it's one of your own guys or an enemy, and then you actually get to deploy the smoke before you get the actual notification, the voice saying that you're being radioed. I was disappointed at that. I almost had them, but I just wasn't moving enough, really. And that's the point sheet. I missed that. I know it was 8 pilot kills, but I wasn't quick enough. I'll see it at the end anyway. And my screen's just gone black. Ah, there we go. Sorry. Didn't miss much anyway. Yeah, this epilogue didn't go too well. I don't think any of us. In fact, they got a lot evacuated, and we didn't stop them. So that was. I missed it again. I'm sure it was very interesting anyway. But as you can see there, it is 1.8 kill to death ratio, which means I seem to have improved a vast deal over the last 10 or 11 games. It may be because I took a break, and that just meant that I didn't make a lot of mistakes and waste it. But I also think that I am paying a lot more attention, and I am in much better positions. So, I think next time I will do what I said and always try and go around in a pair. Unless it's something like there's a sniper, in which case I'm not going to draw attention to them, but I will always try and make it so that there's me and at least one other person, either a Titan or a pilot, and hopefully we can get some more kills that way and protect each other and make it mutually beneficial. Now, that's all for this week. If you like what you see, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. And there will be a Dota video on Saturday, and there will be another Titanfall video next Wednesday. And until next time, don't feed the trolls.